Is it just me or do I look older? I have a pimple. Am I getting bigger? Maybe I should work out. I'm overthinking this too much, aren't I? You know, it's funny. In high school, I only wore Pokemon shirts and my mom cut my hair every day. But somehow, I was way more confident back then than I am now, and I'd like to think I had a bit of a glow up. It's a bad habit of mine to base a lot of my self-worth on what other people say about me. In high school, I had a lot of friends who would always hype me up, and now, no one really says much about me. Maybe a lot of our self-confidence should come from within us. In high school, my friend Rusty was always the real looker. He got all the attention. I didn't really get much of anything, so after high school, I tried my best to look my best. And I heard when you look your best, you feel your best. You know what I think it is? I think social media has rotted me away. After all, people only post their best side on social media. No one posts their hours spent at the gym. No one posts their hours at work to finally be able to afford good clothes. All we see are the good things. Maybe comparison really is the thief of joy. This week, instead of moping around, I think I have something important to build. My I'm starting off at basically ground zero this week. I don't even have a shred of confidence. In high school and college, I would have so little confidence that every time a presentation would come up, I would sit in my room with my head in my hands, just dreading it. It's hard to put yourself out there. Some people, even if they're wrong, and even if they lie a lot, they speak with so much confidence that they're able to get somewhere. I mean, I remember liking this one girl in high school, and I finally mustered enough confidence to go and talk to her. I said, "Hey, Sarah, do you want to meet after school today?" And she said, "My name's Samantha." If you want to know the whole truth, I was having a hard time even starting this channel because I was a bit too afraid of putting myself on camera. And it's not just about my looks either, it's my personality too. I mean, when I look and talk to other people, I don't have a hard time appreciating their imperfections or idiosyncrasies at all. But it's just myself for some reason. Maybe it's because I lived with myself for years. Well, there's no point in wasting time. The only time to improve myself is right now, and I want to gain my confidence back. I think I know just who to ask. Lord Rusty, I've come so far to find you. Everyone says you're the all-knowing being who understands confidence better than anyone else. I've tried everything. I've read books, practiced affirmations. I've even stood in front of the mirror shouting that I'm enough. But nothing sticks. I feel like an imposter. Every success feels like luck, and every failure is just proof that I'm not good enough. How do I trust myself? How do I stop doubting every decision and every step forward? Please, Lord Rusty, I've climbed this mountain for your wisdom. Tell me, how can I build my confidence?
Ever heard of looks maxing?
I don't know what I expected, but it was not this. I finally made it home, and now my mission to gain self-confidence is officially starting. The only problem is, I have no idea what Rusty was talking about. What did he say again? Looks maxing? I'm gonna search that up. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, what I'm seeing scares me. I always knew there were things you could do to fix your physicality, but none of them claim to work this fast. Like, just recently I started going to the gym, but I don't expect myself to become a bodybuilder in like a week or something. The more I think about all this, the more I realize that Rusty might just be a fraud. I mean, sure, there's a lot of things you could do to improve your physical appearance, but everyone's born with something, aren't they? I remember learning in history class once that unibrows were once considered the most beautiful feature. And now, if you had one, you would get chased down the street and taunted. Maybe I'm unlucky, because the way I was born and the time that I was born into don't correlate at all. But either way, the clock's ticking, and I'm getting desperate to gain my confidence back. Maybe I'll just try this out. What's the worst that could happen? Alright guys, I tried everything that I found online, and it's time for the grand reveal. If it all went according to plan, I'll finally have the most chiseled jawline, and I'll be able to look in the mirror and feel confident again. And 3, 2, 1, and I look the same. It makes me a little sad knowing that impressionable people are falling for this type of pseudoscience. I mean, I've been rubbing my face with a rock for this past week and literally nothing happened. But I do understand. I mean, I was the one who was feeling unconfident after all, and I went to these measures to fix myself. So, if you look at it from that point of view, it makes sense. I mean, all these YouTubers just want to make a profit, including Rusty. None of them really understand us. Everyone's different, everyone's born different, and everyone looks different. I remember when I first went to the gym, a personal trainer said that every single person needs a different diet and every single person needs a different workout plan. So why shouldn't it be the same for something like looks maxing? Honestly, I'm pretty glad that none of this worked out. I think I should find a way to feel more comfortable in my own skin. Alright guys, it's time for plan B. I think I have a bunch of ideas of what I can do to improve my confidence. For one, I want to start drinking water. I don't drink enough water and my skin sucks. And 2, I'm going to start going to the gym more often. I think it's better if I just start with these 2 and start slow. And then over time, I can improve myself more and more. I wonder how much of this is physical and how much of it is mental. I mean, I've seen a lot of good-looking people who are really unconfident in themselves, and I think that just comes from within. I never go out on the street and think to myself, wow, that person's really ugly, or wow, that person's really beautiful. And I'm sure no one thinks the same about me either. At least not often. But something in my mind keeps telling me that people keep judging me. I realize now that the only person I have to impress is myself. So, I'm going to start with these 2 things. I learned a lot this week, and I'm already starting to feel a little bit more confident. I tried all sorts of things, but ultimately I realized that confidence is more of a personality trait than something that comes from your physical appearance. For anyone at home who's also struggling with their self-confidence, just remember one thing. Confidence should never be the end result. Confidence should be along with you the whole time. Confidence is what makes people more attractive. Being attractive doesn't make you more confident. Now I realize why people were always doing tricks on Rusty back in high school. It's because he was confident, and that attracted people, and I wasn't. I was basically advertising to everyone that I was unconfident. And remember, health always comes first. If you're gonna take steps to feel more confident, do something healthy, and not some pseudoscience that you find on the internet. Surprisingly, starting this channel has helped me a lot more with my self-confidence compared to looks maxing or whatever else I've been doing this week. This channel has been a good practice for me to just talk and build my skills, so that in real life I don't clam up again like those presentations. For everyone at home who doesn't have a channel of their own, just try it out with your friends or family, anyone you're comfortable with. Just talk and don't feel ashamed of yourself. Actually, the only thing I was ashamed of this week was how many times I said confident in this video. Alright, bye guys.